Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to Let's Play Don't Starve. We return to Wilson here. I think on day 11. I was interrupted by a phone call last video, but it was a very pleasant phone call, so I am okay with it. Regardless, I've returned, and will continue to explore this little region up here. I think I don't believe that it will lead anywhere. I don't think that there will be anything to the, let's call it north, that is. I don't think that's going to open up from somewhere else. But you never know. I think it's more likely that we'll find something down here, maybe. Not sure. I haven't ever fully explored a map. I haven't discovered the entirety of a world before, so I don't know how big the thing actually is. Let's just chop wood for now. We awoke a tree god. We'll kind of, let's see, equip our spear, and we will try and avoid being killed by this. We'll let our pigmen tank a little for us while we bash away and kind of fight back and forth. I don't know how hard these are to kill, actually. I can't recall if I have killed them before. But it doesn't seem to be too difficult to... Oh dear, it hurts a lot though. I can't afford it. I have no real way of knowing whether or not it's about to die. I can't really tell. Maybe we get struck by lightning. Okay. I can barely get 3 in. I probably should have. Well... I think we can just do this. We've got time in the day. I really want to see what rewards we reap for slaying it. Let's also... I don't know for sure that will save us if we can... Oh, well it did. I'm glad that it did because... good. Excellent. Success. 6 living logs and some monster meat. Well, that was kind of rather fine, but I think, regular meat. I think we'd want that maybe instead of this manure. Oh, gotta watch out for those frogs. They can get you. Just want to grab these logs, and then head back to camp. I think that, oh yikes, I really don't want to get killed right now, and, so let's eat some meatballs first of all, that'll give us a little, and then, yeah, let's just make our way back to the camp. Really glad I used those spider glands. I guess we were losing sanity that whole time, or something. So our garland is pretty much useless as well. So let's... Yep. We're halfway through summer. Ah, we died so we lost our beard. That's kind of a shame. Oh no! We might be killed by lightning. Oh gosh, that would be so tragic. Blam! Dead. Well, we do have another touchstone, so if that happens, it will be still bad, but not game-ending. I am walking back. I don't really want to take another sanity hit right this second. I don't know if there's seeds back to camp, but I also don't want to stop people up. I really want to get back to camp and start cooking some food and dry this meat on our drying rack. That's going to be really nice to have. Big jerky is pretty cool. Fills you up a lot, heals you a lot, gives you a decent amount of sanity. It's generally just a good deal. There. Alright, so he's full up. Pick up these seeds. I think we're going to do some planting here in a moment. The other reason why we wanted to get back to camp as quickly as possible is we've got food waiting for us here. We want to make use of it. Alright. Alrighty. Let's start cooking some stuff here. Corn, a morsel, a monster meat, and berries. And let's go with monster meat. I don't even know if we need a morsel. What if we try monster meat and 3 berries? I don't know that this will result in a good recipe. I think I might have tried it before and it worked okay. I do not recall. Just meat. Okay. We can do a stuffed pumpkin, maybe? If we do this. Put some fuel on fire. You don't have to worry about fire hits catching other things on fire. You are safe from that. Okay, so monster meat and 3 berries is... Maybe it's honey ham, that's right. What do we get over here? Just ratatouille, okay. Harvest crop. Plant. See, this is why the placement matters, because we can reach all of these relevant things from within the light of our campfire. And that's, I mean, that's important. You need to be able to access your... You need to be able to access to make use of your time. And if you're not doing anything at night, then you're not making good use of your time. See what happens if I do this. And then this will have to be this. Okay, good. Oh, and excellent. Our saplings have returned, so we can... we'll pick them about as fast as they... spring up, or at least this batch. Okay. Alright. Just more meatballs. Oh, here we go. The reason why we're harvesting so many twigs is because we're going to need them for the entirety. We're always going to need more tools. We're always going to be harvesting things. Okay. So I need more logs. Let's, so I want to build a chest. We're starting to sort of max out on our inventory here, and I want to, try and get our base set up as an efficient place to do things. We're going to be putting chests in several places. I think we've got plenty of food right now. We've explored a lot of the area. I think it's okay to take a minute and do some base management. We know where the bees are. We've got some rabbits. We've got rabbits all along here. We've got a cornucopia of rabbits. So I think we have all of the tools we need for winter. So our primary goals now are going to be setting our base up in a nice, solid manner to be able to, I don't know, get us through the winter with as little stress as possible. And we're going to need to gather a bunch of grass. We're going to do a run up and down here. Actually, let's do that today. Before we do this, let's make a chest. Put some of this extra junk in there. Boards. Alright. So we want this chest, we just want this up here. This can be for ingredients, miscellanea. We'll put our gold in here. We don't need that right away. I think let's put this in here too for when we lose our last touchstone. We want our torch on our main thing. We'll put these berry bushes here until we want to do some fertilizing. Nightmare fuel we don't need right away. Marble we don't need right away. These rocks we won't need while we're traveling, but we want to keep them on us, I think. Second-hand dentures we can get Pig King at some point. Got a whole stack of twigs that we can put in there. This isn't the most efficient organization, but it'll do for now. Okay, alright. I think we're good to go. Let's put grass here, ratatouille in there, fire staff over here, petals. Okay, we just want to, because we haven't really taken the time before now to get our affairs in order. And now that we're going to go around, actually, you know, let's not do it with grass yet. Maybe next summer we'll get a grass farm going. But I kind of want to use manure for other purposes right now. Berry bushes, mainly. We have a few, not a ton, but a few berry bushes. Taking the road up, since we're just going to try and work our way down this whole plains biome here. Keeping this in mind is a good place to do rabbits. We're not going to do that quite yet, I don't think. I think that we have enough food for today. We might, next time we do this run, so it takes a few days for grass to grow back. It's pretty rapid, but it's not instantaneous. I do think, let's make a shovel, and grab these berry bushes. I do want the berry bushes. The reason why I'm not gathering all this grass right now is because we're going to pick it several times, I think, before we, something interesting. I'm not sure how to acquire that, or if you can't acquire it. Grab all this stuff. Saplings and berry bushes I'll grab. But I think grass we're going to just find. Eventually we will set up a big grass farm right next to our base, and it'll make it gathering it a lot more convenient than this. But we have a little bit of time to spare right now. Let's also grab flowers as we see them. And let's chow down on this jerky. I want to build some more drying racks. That's going to be a priority. To get jerky going for the winter. And graves. We want to dig up graves. We want to dig up graves! Yes. Want to dig up some graves in hopes of getting some ears. We could potentially find them in the wild somewhere, or we could find some clockwork critters, which could potentially yield us some useful gears. But graves are the easiest, if least probable, per action way of acquiring them. We're going to have a lot of grass, which is really good. And we have 3 berry bushes back at camp already. So tomorrow our goal will be to continue to head south. This is good to know that this little route takes us 2/3 or 3/4 of the day. which isn't bad. Let's get this one, grab this carrot, pick up this berry bush, and head back to camp. We might not quite make it, but we've got our torch ready. We also want to follow the cat. Alrighty. Okay, so I do wonder where... Oh, our rabbit traps are right here. Okay, so we'll actually gather some of those first thing in the morning. Found two. Oh, good. Crops already. I like to keep the spear equipped around camp so you can't accidentally do anything with it. We actually don't have any seeds. That's a little unfortunate. That's okay though. We can take care of that tomorrow. Let's do that. Put some twigs in there. You can only ever put one thing of twigs in something, but sometimes if you need... And actually, that might not be a real recipe. Oh no! Yikes! We need to immediately cook this. Whew. Okay. Well, that's cool. We got a fleshy bulb. It's really handy. Wet goop? I think it's wet goop. Alright. So maybe can't do that then. That's a shame. Well, we can use it to, I think, fertilize. Maybe you can use it to fertilize berry bush. Maybe not. No, you can't. It's garbage. Alright, well, we'll just leave it here until it rots then. And this manure here, here. This fleshy bulb, where do we want it? I think maybe up here seems like an excellent spot. Okay, so the fleshy bulb creates it's a carnivorous flower. Oh good, some seeds. Yeah, this seems like an excellent location. And you can get meat from it. You can get meat from it. It's weird, but you can. Oh good, more bees. We don't really want to mess with them right now. We just want to focus on our summer gathering for the remaining 8 days. Get a couple drying racks set up. Okay, this was the... Ooh, that's good to know. Okay, so here is a Barrens biome, looks like, or a Badlands biome. So we might be able to access that from here, or it could be from over here. Could also possibly be like up through here, but that's really good. That means we have another source of stone and gold, presumably gold. It's possible that there isn't any. There isn't any gold there, but yeah. Okay, seeds we do want to grab. Oh, okay, we had several already. I just didn't see them. Haven't gotten used to where things are in the inventory of this character yet. That's fine. Should have dug up those saplings back there, but it's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and plant here. Here. We want to harvest some rabbits so that we can make use of the drying rack we have, and also make a new one. And also just, efficiently use our resources. Rabbits are an excellent resource. Generally, if you are planning on harvesting a bunch of rabbits, you want to murder them all at once, every other day. If you can arrange that. Otherwise, just do it all at once every day. But yeah, you want to make sure that you don't kill too many too quickly, because otherwise, Krampus will come. Krampus is mean. Let's eat this ratatouille. We'll be making more meatballs, presumably. Actually, let's eat meatballs as well. Okay, our health is getting back up there. Slowly, but, you know, we can't expect miracles. We did get the tar beaten out of us a couple of times. Once by hounds, once by, suspicious footprints. Good to know. Track down a koalaphant. It doesn't really matter that we're being a little inefficient with our pathing here, because we are really well set up for our first year. Let's actually start digging these saplings up like I have been intending to do. Because these we don't. I mean, for now, sure, yeah, we can go ahead and collect them, but they don't need fertilizing, so it doesn't matter that we're not. That we don't have a lot of manure yet. Berry bushes, I do want to go ahead and take back. Because that is what we are using the manure for. So I don't want to make too many manure runs, basically. And we are going to be using it as well for improved farms. We want maybe a couple of more of those, though those aren't quite as urgent. The drying rack is going to be more useful to us over the winter. The farms will be more useful to us sort of in the long term. How's our sanity? Perfect. Let's grab this flint. This grass. Okay, we're getting a good store of seeds built up in it. And let's actually dig up this bush. Berries take a while to grow, which is kind of a bummer, but what can you do? We're actually out of space. Let's eat this jerky. We can kill this rabbit. Okay. Plants. Fertilize one of them. No reason not to fertilize things right away if you can. No! Oh, I see. That's why you don't have a shovel equipped when you're going around your base, because you dig up your berry bushes that you had there already. And then you can't plant them in the same spot that they were in before, and you get really OCD. It's very sad. Very sad indeed. Okay, cool. We've got a big jerky. Had a gobbler run around there for a second. Guess let's use these pine cones. Let's see if we can't chop down this tree real quick. Maybe? Yeah. Woo! Yes, it is so dark. Okay, that should last through the night. Get some crock-pot stuff going. Okay. Put this on the drying rack. We don't want to make a handful of jam, which is just 4 berries, I think. We want to make ratatouille instead, if we can. So dark. I can see again. It's so dark. I can see again. Yes, yes, yes. Ratatouille. And just do this. Cook stuff up. We're going to want to eat the meatballs first, though. We're eating food inefficiently right now. A, because these are about to go a little sour, and B, because we want to get our health up, and C, because we have a ton of food available to us right now. We are not worried about feeding ourselves this summer, and we don't have an icebox yet, so it's not like we can save these things for the winter anyway. Jerky will serve us just fine in that capacity. We have yet to find a dragon fruit, but there are a lot of different crops that can grow, so that's not unusual. Let's see. Check all our traps here. Ah. Oh, let's build some more drying racks while we're at it. I want 5 or 6, probably. Let's put Houndstooth in there. Let's open up Chester. One thing to note is that Chester can die, so be nice to Chester. Circle. Of course, Chester will always come back. Okay. These are kind of getting a little close to the rest of what we're doing, but it's not too bad. I'm not concerned. And then we need to make some rope. I believe they take 3 each. Alright, so let's just build them on the other side of this road here. Let's do 2 more. Let's have 6 total. We need 3 more. Oh. That gives us a very solid source of jerky, enough that we'll probably have more than we need. I'm okay with building it. It'll be efficient with our space. We can still get through there. We can walk through the drying racks, so it's not a concern. Etc., etc., etc. And let's go get some rabbits. Continue our plan of getting some jerky going. Let's drink this corn for a second while we murder said rabbits. And dry meat. Okay. Good, good, good. So, we want to be replacing traps as we go. For several reasons. First of all, because we won't always have the resources to do so. This hasn't caught the rabbit already. It's in a poor location. So we have the resources to do so, and also just to keep track of where we're prioritizing our resources. So we're prioritizing rabbits right here because they're very close to our camp. We're also going to later prioritize the rabbits up here because there are a bunch of them together, so we can get them in one fell swoop when we're going, I don't know, somewhere else. We want to get all of these resources up here taken care of so that we don't ever have to go up this way again. We can just, you know, do this kind of thing. Anyway, let's also explore along this road a little bit. I think we have time to do so, and I am curious to see if this leads to the Badlands. Or just to more plains, infinite plains. Ah, spiders. Good to know. This looks like at level 2. Yeah, okay. That's a nice... That might be the closest spiders to our camp. That's great. Let's make a couple of traps and get to work. That's what we'll do today. So there are a few things that require spider silk that we need, and we also could use the monster meat. Come on. Let's keep on the ground for this route. Come on, spider. Don't just sit there yelling at me. Do something about it. Put your money where your mouth is. Get this jerky. We'll save the big jerky for a special occasion. Come on. We can also just trade durability on our spear for a slightly slower but still efficient way of fighting. Okay, we'll just leave that there. Since we're going to want to come back tomorrow and get more spiders. Okay, so this does end here. That's fine. That's acceptable. We'll leave this flower here, a nice little random source of sanity for later in the game. We don't need it right now. And we will be coming back that way because the spiders there are really convenient. Okay, so the path ends here with this little section. How many petals do we have? 8. We may want to make another garland at some point. That's not an immediate concern. How far are we from camp? We should probably head back. Get back up here, and yes, tomorrow maybe let's do the logging thing. Only 1 silk, but we got a bunch of monster meat, so we can cook some stuff with that. And 2 silk is enough for some recipes. Seeds. And we have other, like, we can add these stale petals all to the fire. And let's open up a crock pot. Monster meat. 2 morsels. I think this is a recipe. Not really remember. But in this one, let's just do regular old meatballs. So I honestly don't remember if that's a recipe. And I'd rather dry the morsels if we can. A little more efficient right at this point in time. Okay, it's still just meatballs. Does freshen them back up, which is nice. Adding fresh things to a stack of slightly stale things freshens them back up, but not all the way. Alright, what are we doing now? Oh, geez, we're ending this video because I've gone on forever. So, hopefully this doesn't take forever to upload. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.